Hey, welcome to Half the Battle. I hope you're ready for some DiC.
Oh yes, it's been a long time, so this is a special treat as we're going back to that opus of animation, the G.I.Joe DiC cartoon. As we'll be taking a look at the episode Cold Shoulder. And an episode called Cold Shoulder naturally starts in Florida, I think? It's at a space shuttle launch at any rate, and there are palm trees. A space shuttle that's not the Defiant for some reason. Look, I know this cartoon is from 1990, so the Defiant wouldn't be sold by Hasbro anymore at that point, as it's from 1987, but the Cobra Commander outfit we see is also from that year, so they could have included that shuttle as a nod to the toys. The mission is to launch the Star Smasher, a name that sounds like it's straight out of Star Wars, like Death Star or Sun Crusher, a satellite that can destroy incoming meteorites.
It's gonna be more fun than playing Space Invaders at the local arcade!
Asteroids. The game that's closest to what they're doing is Asteroids, not Space Invaders.
They have a monitoring station near the North Pole, hence the title. Right before takeoff, Night Creeper leader somehow sneaks onto the thing and places a device inside. Then manages to not get incinerated while escaping.
Our Night Creeper planted the remote destruction box!
Okay, they just call him a Night Creeper, but that's Night Creeper leader's design in the cartoon.
We're not nearly done with finding mistakes here, people. I hope you packed a lunch.
Oh god, that's gonna be a sting this episode, isn't it? Having a cold. Meanwhile, things get weird.
Of course I'm awake! Who's there?
Sub-Zero reporting for duty, sir!
What?
Okay, strange story short, Sub-Zero has been raising abandoned polar bear cubs, and this is his latest orphan. And no, I don't have a clue why he decided putting it in a uniform was a good idea. Or where he even got a uniform like that from.
So far I've got 10 full-grown polar bears out there who think I'm their dad!
Anyway, Rampart and Red Star, though they just call him Captain Creamoff in this episode, test the Star Smasher on a convenient meteor shower. And it's almost literally a game of asteroids.
Alright, 1,000 points! 5,000!
I guess they said Space Invaders at the beginning because it's the more recognizable name. Cobra activates their Sabotage device, causing the shuttle to malfunction, so they need to get back to Earth ASAP, and
The hell?
the shuttle just grew its booster back. Some animator forgot how shuttles work for a scene here, apparently. Now I'm wondering how that thing's gonna land. Oh look, the booster disappeared at the perfect time!
How convenient.
After the crash, both the Joes and Cobra head there, with Cobra having that thing, whatever it is. Rampart got hurt during the landing and...
Holy crap!
That's blood! That's actual goddamn blood in a G.I. Joe cartoon! A DiC G.I. Joe cartoon, no less, that was aimed at even younger children. This is kinda a big deal, since this was the cartoon where they shot lasers instead of bullets, and almost nobody was allowed to die. Anyway, an air battle follows that the Joes surprisingly lose, mostly because they're seriously outnumbered. The Avalanches try to come to the rescue, but Cobra gets there first with their... snow shark.
Take a big bite!
Okay, that thing reminds me way too much of Skeletor's land shark to be a coincidence. It also reminds me of the James Bond film Moonraker for entirely different reasons. Also, Gnogahide has a pet polar bear, or a Chekhov's bear as I'd like to call it. Speaking of bears, Cubby has snuckboard Sub-Zero's avalanche. I'm not even gonna ask how. So Cobra has the weapon, but Creamoff... okay, look, I'm just gonna call him Red Star, okay? He warns them that it'll self-destruct if they mess with it, and it turns out that's not a bluff.
You're bluffing!
Destruction circuit activated. 1 minute until total annihilation.
Being blown to penguin chow!
There are no penguins at the North Pole.
Meanwhile, the cartoon shows off the Avalanche toy by blasting the ice so they can use the submarine part to find Cobra's base. I'm not saying it's not a good use, but it makes me very aware I'm watching a toy commercial here. More so than usual. The Bear Cub tags along and we get this.
What are you waiting for, Sub-Zero? The water's fine.
Okay, that's clearly supposed to be Stretcher saying that, unless Sub-Zero is having a discussion with himself.
Even for the DiC cartoon, this is one hell of a dumb error.
Not wanting Rampart and himself to die too, Red Star gives in and stops the auto-destruct. And as a reward, they're gonna be fed to the bear that hasn't eaten in quite a while. Just then the cavalry arrives, all 2 of them not counting the cub. Red Star and Rampart use the distraction to board the shuttle. The commander gets help from a bunch of laser vipers that were hiding in his closet or something to stop the, onslaught?
Yeah, battle for Helm's Deep, this ain't.
The commander sends in Chekhov's bear, and you know what? I know what's gonna happen, but I was wrong about why it's happening. You see, I thought the bear was gonna be the cub's mother, causing her to switch sides.
But, as it turns out...
Frosty, it is you!
You know this monster?
Frosty was the first cub I ever raised.
Then Rampart uses the lasers that were obliterating meteors earlier, mind you, to gently hit the floor. Maybe it's got a power setting or something, I don't know. That combined with a pissed off bear is enough to turn the tide.
This cold is sure to become pneumonia!
Okay, I didn't mention it until now, but Gnagahide's outfit means he'd be freezing to death even before he hit the polar water. I'll give the commander a pass since his suit probably protects him, but that guy should be super dead. And so the episode ends with Cubby being set free, while still wearing the uniform. Yeah, enjoy crapping those pants, buddy.
The Sarge is on his way with Retaliator to pick up Shuttle.
Huh, he's gonna pick up a frickin' space shuttle with one Retaliator, is he?
I sure would have liked to see him try, but the episode conveniently ends before that.
And that was Cold Shoulder. It was okay, but really felt more like a toy commercial than usual. I don't just mean showing off the avalanche. Laser Vipers were there while they already had Snow Serpents, Lowlight and Sci-Fi show up and don't have any lines, and why put Gnagahide in the Arctic anyway?
Also, you couldn't really tell from the few clips I showed you, but some of the voice acting here is really, really bad. I mean, Chris Latta as Cobra Commander brought his A game as usual, but others...
But it's nowhere in sight. Huh? Oh no!
The story, like I said, was okay. Not nearly as stupid as some of the DiC episodes can get, so I guess this is a high mark for DiC? I could have done without the Commander's cold running gag though.
Well, I'll see you next time, everybody, and hey, why not like, share, and subscribe if that's your thing?